Hi there, this is Nabila with Creator LMS, and today I'm going to show you how you can add different types of quizzes in your courses so that you can engage with your student by giving them different challenges. So let's go ahead and create some interesting quizzes. So I'm going to go over to the courses section here. You can see that I've already created a course here. So I'm going to click on edit, and you can see that the course has 5 chapters here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a content from here. So if you click on it, you'll see the quizzes option. So if you click on the quiz, you can see that this is an entire UI of the quiz. So you can see that there are 2 types of quizzes here. The first one is the classic quiz. We have some options here. Then we have the interactive quiz. We have 2 options currently in the interactive quizzes option. So I'm gonna go over them one by one. So let's give a quiz title. So let's say that's all. So let's go ahead and add some classic quizzes. So first of all, I'm going to give the multiple choice. Here you can see that you can add multiple choice questions here. So let's say you're going to ask them So let's say the first option is here, SEO, then videos, then add options from here. Then maybe you can say emails, then maybe you can add more options here, for example, paid ads. Now, the core focus of the content marketing could be SEO, could be videos, could be emails. Paid ads, it's not directly into content marketing, so I'm not going to add that. And you can add this settings here, let's say required, and then you can randomize this question. So it doesn't have to be that this question comes on first. You can keep this option open to make this specific question appear anytime you want. Then you can add some scores here. So let's say 5. Then you can add more questions from here. So you can add single choice questions. So this is how it looks basically. You can only add one option here. So let's delete this. You can see that if I click on add question, I have short text, I have long text. So let me show you everything. So if you add a question here, the students have to add a long explanation in the answers, and you can score them individually. So let's delete this. I'm going to show you the statement. You can add a statement here as a question, and they can answer it. Then you can add questions as a fill in the blank. So this is pretty amazing. You can add the answers here, and you can add the fill in the blank as like a dash. Then this works. Then let's go ahead and add another question. So let's add some interactive questions here. So here you can add reordering questions. So this is pretty interesting. So let's say you are giving question like, what do you do? So let's say the first option is to generating outlines. Then you can create the content brief. Then you choose let's say you have to also choose the keyword first, right? So keyword, then go ahead and write the blog. So this is the ordering option. You can also add images here. So I don't have any images here, so I'm not going to add that, but you can add videos or images here as questions as well. So that's pretty interesting. Now, once it's in the preview, these options will be randomized automatically, and your students have to choose it how it orders, right? So let's save this. We can add another question. Now I'm going to show you the matching question. So here you can add a question, and you have to match one item to another item. So you can also add 2 images, and you can add them to match it. So let's say as I'm in the digital marketing, So that's about it. And now save this, and these are your questions. Now if you go to the settings option, you can see that there are some settings here. So first one is the visibility. Here, once you're going to publish this, the entire course, this will be published automatically. Then you have the drip setting. So if you click on this, you can add some options here. So you can unlock this quiz at a specific date, or you can unlock this after some days after your student enrolls in the course. I'm not going to enable this now. You can add a time limit. So let's say you have 30 minutes to answer all these questions. So you can add that. You can add a passing grade. So the passing grade is maybe 20. So you can see that passing grade cannot be greater than the actual questions. So let's say I have given 7 numbers to total questions. So my passing grade cannot be 20. I have to give it 7 or maybe lower than that. So let's say my passing grade is 5. Then you can hide answers on the results page. You can move to next section without passing grade. But if you enable this, this is automatically disabled. So if you enable this, your students will be able to check the next chapter without passing the quiz. Then you have the randomized questions. Then you have the attempts allowed. So one person can attempt this like multiple times, right? So you can do that as well. Then if you want to change the questions layout, so you can have all the questions in one place, or you can change the number of the questions in each page. You can hide the question number. You can set up a character limits, and you can set character limits for both of the long and short answers. So that's about it. Now I'm going to save this. Now if you preview this, this is basically how this quiz looks. Now, as you can see, choose the ones that apply to content marketing. You can see that the timer is ongoing. Now, let's say I am selecting everything here. As you can see that the answers are randomized right now. So I have to change this, like sort this. So I'm going to do this. This is the right order. Then I have to match these terms. Let's say scripts. I have to match this to videos. Blogs. I have to match this to keywords. SEO, search engine. You can see that the questions are randomized here as well. So I'm going to submit this. I'm going to save this. And that's about it. Now, whoever checks this quiz, they're going to get a specific number, and they're gonna move to the next section without completing the quiz, or they can, if they get the passing grade, good for them. So this is basically how the quiz works. Now if you have any questions regarding this, feel free to comment below. I'm gonna answer all of your questions. Until then, take care.